Hi there, guys. So this next video, first of all, it's gonna be really quick, but it's a warning, and I think it's a very valid warning. Want to talk a little bit about? I guess I'm gonna combine it. I'll talk a little bit about my feelings and what is going on with this whole border crisis thing. Uh, I'm gonna say, as usual, I was late to the party. I did not realize these people have been coming over here for at least 2 years. The border's been open. Um, half of it is my fault because I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news because it's just negative and depressing. I try to keep up with the weather. And I do see some stuff. Like I see kind of like big stuff, but apparently this border stuff has not, I guess, been like big, I guess, until like now, where like thousands and thousands of these people are trying to come over here every day. I'm gonna throw this out here too. Um, I Y'all know I'm from Texas. Y'all know I'm from Texas. I'm a Texas girl. I still love my state. I still love my city, Houston. It's always gonna be my state, my city, my home. I've been here a while where I am. And people say, "Oh, well, you are such and such, such and such." Now, no, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm Texan. I'm always going to be a Texan. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not. But despite that, I throw that out there because we see what Governor Greg Abbott is doing at the border. I feel at this point in time that he really, right now, is the only one that is trying to protect American citizens because I have no idea what Biden is doing. I have no, like, I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even know all this crap was going on. You know what I'm saying? And I take some accountability for, you know, when we elect people, we really got to know, and that ain't to say, I'm not telling y'all who I voted for or whatever, but whoever you vote for, you have to really, really be careful that you know their policies. You know what is on the table or whatever. That don't even necessarily mean that you can control it all because anyway, we see what's happening. Um, it's just a lot of crazy stuff. And I'm going to throw this point out before I forget it. But I want to say this. If there is anything that could possibly be good with this whole border thing, is the fact that while most Americans are very upset, very frustrated about how these cities are coming up with money, how these cities are coming up with thousands and thousands of dollars to literally home house these people, give them food, give them money. I mean, like, and I don't know if y'all paying attention, but when you turn on the TV and look at this stuff, y'all need to really look at some of them. Some of these folks over here got some. They got nice jackets on. Maybe they were given to them because there are a lot of them in cold cities. That could be the case. But man, I saw a thing of one of these migrant children. It's supposed to be like a little 14-year-old boy. This dude had a necklace on at least that thick, and it was gold, like thick, thick. And I'm just like, dang, that's a nice necklace for you to be homeless and don't have nothing. Um, the jack, like y'all need to look through them lines and look at some of this. All these people are not coming here because they're poor and their country is just what we got a lot going on. It is a lot of people sneaking in over here. And I have heard reports of I think one of the things that they're really afraid of, this is the thing that I have been hearing men talk about, mostly white, and I'm going to throw that out there because still today, what our black men are doing are still on the internet fighting with us. But anyway, these white men, I heard two of them so far, beside newscasters, get on TV talking about all the men. There are too many. That's what I keep hearing. There are too many men coming over here. Too many single men. Now, we know there's a lot of, I guess there's whatever about women and children or pregnant women, which I think is very strategic to bring these pregnant women already over here. And I'm quite sure a lot of these men are trying to get these women pregnant. And we know why. So, um, but they're really really concerned about all of these single men coming here because now they coming from everywhere. They coming from like everywhere, and a couple of these guys, one of them I saw on camera, but a few of these guys they're saying are coming here. They speaking good English, like they're not from Venezuela or whatever these countries are that's trying to say that they, need asylum, which I don't even understand because they're just poor countries. Like, hell, America's a poor country at this point, and we're getting poorer by the day. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help people who we can't even help ourselves. The number of veterans, the number of families and people that are Americans that are on the street, like it's crazy to me, and they're finding funding. That is absolutely crazy to me. But anyway, let me get back to what that guy said. So the guy, um, and like I said, there's been a couple of them that I know of that have said that about, oh, you don't know who I am, but you're gonna know soon. You're gonna know who I am soon. Like it's been these guys coming over here literally threatening border security because they can just get in and just do whatever. And it's just the craziest thing to me. Like, we don't realize these people watch America and have been watching America since forever. And all the way to, these during the Christmas holidays and before, where these people were doing these mass um, going into these stores and just robbing them, and then our government or whatever says, oh well, they could steal up to such and such, such and such before they get in trouble. What the hell? Like, are you serious? Are you serious? And we think these people haven't heard this. I saw on the news where there was a 14, there was not 14, but there were some teenagers. They broke in, robbed, and stole something, and cops were just running down the street, chasing them, can't do nothing. Because from what I'm understanding, whatever kind of laws we got, like, cops can't do anything right now. And whatever this is that they're talking about with these migrants, whatever, in this asylum, these people got some type of special treatment. They getting on airplanes free. They're not having to go through TSA. Like, it's crazy. So, getting back to what I was saying about if there's anything good that is coming out of this, it is to let us know that hopefully when this is over and the majority of those people, if not 99% of them are gone, you know, and I know that there are some okay ones coming over here, but it's the fact that we don't know who, like, we don't know who these folks are, and they're not staying where they're supposed to be staying. Like, they already are saying that there are trucks and stuff coming and taking these people and spreading them out into neighborhoods and stuff. And I'm not even going to get into to the neighborhood stuff that's going on with a lot of these people, because that's not it's not what the video is about. But um, we have all this stuff going on, all these things, all these threats, in my opinion. But if there's anything that halfway is good, is that at least we the people now know y'all got money. Y'all have resources, y'all got money. If y'all are able to house all these people, and y'all giving them food stamps and web, like all of this stuff that we as Americans can't even get because, oh, well, you make too much money with it. Y'all just giving them to people. No identification, no residence, like none of this stuff that y'all make us have. And that's crazy as hell. Personally, and I know I'm going off a little bit, I'm finna get back to what I wanted to talk about, but personally, I feel like all evictions need to stop. Like there should not be another American citizen getting evicted from their home right now, especially when we got this stuff going on. That makes no sense. That you're putting American tax-paying citizens out because they can't pay their rent. We get y'all are housing these illegals like that. Come on. Okay. So, women, what I got on here to tell y'all, like I said, it had been a very long time since I had been on these dating apps. And I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, guys. But I got back on there after a long time, and I'm seeing a lot of different faces. Like I really, really am. Like I'm seeing, y'all need to use your discernment with what you're seeing. I'm seeing a lot of these men getting on these dating apps, and we don't know what they want. We don't know what it's for. But like I say, I think we need to be careful as women. That's just it, straight out. We need to be careful as women because we don't know the intent of these men. I mean, regular everyday American men. We don't know. It's very easy for women to get tricked, hurt, drugged, like all this stuff that's going on. And now with all these other men coming out here and getting on dating apps to get women, you know what I'm saying? Um, it's not good. Like it is really not good. And I ain't gonna lie. Some of these guys are handsome. Just gonna put it out there. They are. I guess you gotta have a type, you know what I'm saying? But they're not all ugly. Like they are handsome men, from Venezuela and all these like they are nice looking men, you know. And that's why that can't be the only thing that you worry about. You know what I'm saying? You really, really have to use your discernment and you really have to watch who you're going out with. Be very, very careful. Take a lot of time before you go out. Like don't be meeting don't let these guys, because these guys are very good at that because they just want some sex, the majority of them. But they're very good with trying to get you to go out like immediately or within a couple days or whatever. Don't do that mess. Don't do that mess at all. Take time, and I mean time. Listen to them, talk to them. I just did a video where I was telling y'all I met an incel. You know what I'm saying? And you got to listen. You got to hear. You got to listen for red flags. You have to listen for this internalized hate with women because some of the main men that go after women hate them. Now, you can do with that what you want, but that's the truth. They don't really like women. And another word to my sisters, we know black women are the ones with the most degrees. Black women are out here doing it. Black women buying houses, cars, traveling. All sisters, for right now, I would really say, and I'm hoping that you're already doing it. Don't need to be said, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I am really and truly hoping that I'm advising that you stop telling people about your degrees just for a moment. I'm not saying don't be proud of it, but telling them about your degrees and your what you do for a living and even how much money you make. I really hope you're not doing that. But all of these material, like all of these things out here are that someone would, be envious of or want to get hooked up with you for, stop talking about that stuff. Because, like I'm telling you, these men are out here getting on these dating apps and trying to find women for whatever reason. Could be that they're actually out here just sincere, trying to, but I wouldn't get with any of these men right now anyway, especially if they're saying where their country of origin is and we know, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying use discernment. But what I'm saying also is that be very careful because we don't know the intent yet. We don't know what's going to pop off. There's a lot of people talking about stuff getting ready to pop off. And like I said, some of these men are already coming here threatening border security about, oh, you don't know me yet, but you're gonna know my name pretty soon. Like I'm like, okay, that's so be very, very careful. Watch what you do. Watch where you don't get nobody your address. Don't know. I wouldn't even let nobody know the vicinity of really of where I live. The neighborhood, it might be, about all I would say. Meet them somewhere if that's what you're going to do. And yeah, call it a night. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it like that and do a whole bunch of talking and use your intuition. Judge. I'm telling you to judge. They love the, oh, well, you shouldn't judge, but judge, ladies, judge these men. Um, that's basically the crux of what I was going to say. I would also, even though I don't normally really talk to men, I'm gonna say this stuff is probably going both ways. So I'm gonna just throw this out here that men probably need to be careful too, because y'all know y'all sucker for behind and tits and pretty faces and all that. And I'm quite sure if the men are getting on the dating apps, I'm pretty sure. And when I really think about it, which I hadn't thought about this before, but when I really think about that, it's probably more women out there that's trying to get on them dating apps to meet American men and stuff. So y'all need to be careful too. Some of these women are looking to get pregnant. Some of these women are looking for money. They already drugging passport. Brian made no video about that yet, but they already drugging these passport bros, and some of them are literally being unalive, literally. So these people are not coming over here with good intent. Well, we just want to work. We just want to work. It's like I don't know if they telling them to say that or what. But that's what you keep hearing, and it's almost like a script. They're just, oh, we just want to work, we just want to we just want a good job, and it's just like, do y'all see where y'all at? Like, do y'all see where y'all at? Like, Americans ain't got no damn jobs. Like, our economy is garbage. Like, our veterans are on the street, our people are on the street. You really think that you're going to be able to come here and get something? Like, I don't understand what you think you're going to get. And I mean, somebody done promised these people some stuff. Like, seriously, for real. I don't know if it's Biden, because it was one woman on there just mad, hollering and screaming at Biden and what he promised. And it's just like, man, y'all, I don't really know, but whoever done told y'all family members or people y'all know, or I don't know, but America ain't got nothing. Like, we really don't. And it's some horrible things going on in New York. It's some horrible things going on in Detroit. They are literally misplacing or displacing um, poor black, elderly, the children. They opening up schools and stuff. Like, right now, they had a so that's pretty much what I wanted to tell y'all, ladies, about the whole dating apps and guys. Be careful, because they out there on the maps. So be careful. But getting back to what I was saying, they opened up a whole school in, was it Chicago or Detroit? I think it was Detroit, where they have housed a bunch of immigrants in a school that they had previously shut down, a black school, grade school, because they didn't have funding. And they literally shut that school down. But now they're giving immigrants in there food, clothing, shelter, and all these other services. But y'all closed it down for the children of the neighborhood and said y'all didn't have no more funding. Y'all letting them come in there, and now y'all got funding. This is crazy as shit. So I know I'm jumping around, but if I didn't make the point that I was trying to make about if there's any good thing that's coming out of this, it is showing that these cities and our government and stuff have been lying to us. They got money, they got funds, they got resources, and they don't have to do and handle us the way they do us. To get an apartment, For the normal, average, everyday citizen, not only is the rent going sky high, like it's high as hell where I live, and it's high all over the place. But you got that, you got credit checks, you got to make two and three times the rent. You got to do all this to get into a mediocre apartment complex. Don't pay the rent 3 days. You got a notice on your door. You got to get out. Like it's crazy as hell. But y'all are, like I was saying, bringing these people over here and housing them for months at a time. And we got taxpaying Americans who are falling behind on their rent and stuff, and they got to get out the next month or later on that month in 10 days, 3 days, whatever. Get get the hell out. So now you got homeless Americans in here all mixed in with immigrants, but yet the immigrants are literally getting priority. And it's crazy. And here's the other thing that I'm noticing. It is a whole bunch of men. It is a whole bunch of single men coming over here. Which is not a good thing. And like I say, other men who actually really don't just sit around primarily fighting with women on the internet notice that. They know that these men are a threat. Here's what I noticed. I have noticed how aggressive they are. I've seen many of these people on TV um, yelling and screaming about, because now, like New York and I don't know who else are beginning to evict them. Like they've been there a month, where you got to leave so we can get some other people. And they are pissed. They are mad. They want to come here and literally be put up for I don't know how long, but that's what they're expecting. And this is why I'm saying, like, who the hell told y'all that? Like, I don't understand. Like, America is not, and I've been knowing this. America is not the place, man. This is not the land of milk and honey and stuff that all y'all think that it is. I talk to so many people who have been here for years, who come from other countries, and even they be saying it was. A matter of fact, I got to talking to a. He's an Ethiopian Uber driver. Thought I looked like his people. So anyway, we were talking and everything, and he was telling me how he's been here a while, over 5, 6 years, something like that, and how he originally came, what he came for, go to school, and all that kind of stuff. And he was just like, it's not what I thought. It's not what I thought at all. He's just like, I'm having to work. Like he hadn't even gone to school yet because he's been trying to like take care of himself and everything and drive an Uber and whatever else. And he's just like, yeah, it's not at all. Like he said literally he was doing better at home. He was literally doing better in his home country of Ethiopia before he came here to America, thinking that, and I'm believing that about a lot of these people. Like I don't know the situation in Venezuela and what was happening in that country and whatever all these other countries, but I'm almost certain a lot of these people weren't living on streets. A lot of these people weren't having to use a park for a toilet, because that's another thing in New York. And I don't know if it's Central Park or what park it is, but they're reporting that they have literally made that a whole toilet. It's nothing but feces and uh urine and like they're like it smells because there's nowhere for these people to go to the bathroom. They said they had some porta potties, they took them out because they kept getting clogged and just messed up and just disgusting, and literally there was no one to clean them. Nobody wanted to clean it, and I don't blame them. And so they removed them, and now they're literally using that park as a toilet and putting cups of urine on people's doorsteps where they're going into the neighborhoods. They are going into these neighborhoods. And here's the thing that gets me, and that's scary for me. Why are y'all picking on American citizens? Like, we're not doing this to y'all. Like, we didn't tell y'all to come here and then have no place for y'all. And, like, we didn't do this to y'all. So, why are y'all mad and doing stuff to the American public, leaving, you know, crap and pee on people's doorsteps. Like they were literally walking neighborhoods. And this is where a lot of crime is beginning to happen. This is they say that these people are literally trying to get into gated communities. Now, mind you, I don't have no stake in that because you know what I'm saying. I ain't nowhere near in no gated community. And what I will say also, funny thing about all of this is when we black people were having problems in this country, and you couldn't even get black Amazon workers and all these people where they're being stopped by Karens and Brads and all this stuff. What are you doing here? And what kind of ID do you have? Oh, and you can't get into this. Da, 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 da. Okay. And y'all were having all kind of stuff to say about just regular everyday black American citizens in y'all neighborhoods. Now y'all got a bunch of illegals and immigrants and people that we don't know what the hell they want, what the hell they gonna do, and now they're walking out communities. And I ain't heard of one being anything happening to them. I'm gonna put that like that. We ain't heard nothing about none of that happening. I have honestly heard, and y'all have probably heard it too, where these immigrants are literally going, they're sending their women and children up to people's doors, asking and begging for money and stuff. And when these people try to, well, let me see what I got in my purse, or let me do, the men are literally ambushing them, getting into their house, packed into their house, stealing, rummaging, going through their stuff, tying up the homeowners. And yeah, that is what they're doing. But like I'm saying, I remember a few years ago when I don't remember what the name of the little boy was or none of that, but we have heard the stories so much. There was a little black teenage boy some years ago that got shot by a white guy because that little boy came on that man's door. He was lost. He was lost. He was I don't know how he got lost or whatever, looking for directions or whatever. White man shot him. I don't remember if he died or not. But if y'all, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna cut the video off. And I'm hoping that I can say this. I'm gonna throw out a disclaimer because I literally am not trying to incite or start anything. I'm not trying to do any of that. It's just thoughts that go through my head. How all these patriots, all these white supremacists, all these white folks that all these white guys that, oh, you got to pry my gun out of my cold dead hands. Da, da, da. Okay, so we know we got all of that. We know we got all these stuff here in America, and we know most of them ain't afraid to use it. So I'm trying to figure out how on earth are y'all letting people roam the street and break into y'all homes and break into, attacking people and stuff. These people, for the most part that I know of, are pretty unarmed, at least now, because like I said, I don't know what they doing, what they planning, who they like. I don't know what they're doing, but it seems to be that they're not really using weapons. They did have one say he attacked a policeman with a weapon after the judge let him out. He got he got arrested and the judge let him out. Dude went right back, did the same stuff, and this time used the weapon on a police officer. So that's what we got here. And it's because the laws are so damn free. It's because you can almost seem like commit almost any crime you want to right here in America right now, and really nothing's going to happen to you. They've taken power from the police. I mean, just, yeah, like cops can't do nothing to nobody no more. And now that all of that is done and set in place, now you got an influx of illegal people coming here, don't like Americans anyway, don't like us anyway. That's one of the main things that we need to pay attention to. These folks don't like us, ain't never liked us. And I know it's the certain people for the most part, but they don't like none of us. They don't see why we should be privileged. And we don't know all of what our government and our country have done to them and their countries. Like I started reading up about Venezuela in particular and what is going on there and like what's the interest with America and like why are they, because I'm thinking, is there some type of deal? Like, are we fulfilling some type of deal or something to the Venezuelan people, like under the cover that ain't nobody telling us about for some type of something? Like, I don't know. But I do know, I really feel like there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that the American public does not know, and we're not being privy to. Because there's a reason that this is happening. This is not, I don't think it's coincidence. I don't think, I mean, come on. For you honestly to say that the president of the United States to not know that bringing people over here, opening up our borders and letting anybody come over here is not a it's not a threat. And it's just being allowed like that. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. This is not, in my opinion, my personal and only opinion. This is not some type of humanitarian thing. I don't know what it is, but this ain't no love people, get asylum, come get a better. This ain't that. This is not that. This is not that. Even if they were trying to do that, how you gonna help them when so many Americans don't have shit? Like we ain't recovered from COVID yet. We haven't recovered from that. People are still trying to recover from stuff that they lost from COVID and trying to get back up on their feet from COVID. And it's like we're hurting, we're bleeding, we're on crutches. We literally are hopping on one bandaged up leg and foot and ankle, and y'all are literally telling us to let five people lean on your crutch. I got one crutch and I'm leaning and bleeding all over. And you telling me to allow five or six people and some children to help lean on my crutch with me. That's literally what's happening. That's literally what happened, is what is going on right now. And it's crazy. And it's I don't think it's by accident. I think there's something. There's something. There's definitely something. And I think we're not privy to it. I'm gonna tell y'all this last thing and then I'm gonna get off. The type of news that I have been watching, first of all, like I said, I don't really watch the news, but Fox, CNN, all that other stuff that paid conspiracy bullshit TV news stuff that they don't watch that. Don't watch that because they're lying. I have been watching personally these people who are regular everyday citizens getting their phones and getting up, going out into the streets and reporting stuff. That's who I've been listening to. I've been listening to people with boots on the ground who know these people, who are trying to hire these people and trying to help get them jobs and help them and stuff. And they're saying how they're standing around and not doing anything and don't want to work. Certain jobs they don't want to do. Like, but you came here, you keep saying you want to work, you want to work. You got a choice now what you want to do. It's a job. They say they're stealing. They're constantly stealing. They say they breaking all into businesses, especially at night. They are breaking into businesses. They stealing tools. They said, and I'm trying to figure out y'all in shelters and shit. Like what y'all on the street? Like what are y'all doing with tools? What are you making? Why are you selling tools? Are you selling them to pawns? Like you got to have an ID and stuff to sell stuff to police. That's what y'all make us do. Americans, the ones who lives here and pay for the businesses. So y'all letting them pawn stuff? Like I don't look, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Um, this video, like I said, was mostly a warning. I just got back on that app, and of course I'm good. I'm done. It don't take but a day for me to see the garbage, and yeah, I'm good. I'm done. Um, but you ladies be careful. You ladies, please be careful. And you men who think I hate y'all, I do really don't hate y'all. But Y'all better be careful too. Stop looking at tits, ass, and pretty faces. Them some pretty women, like I just said. The men, some of those men are quite handsome. The women are very pretty women. And yeah, don't think with your wrong head. Cause y'all gonna be over here drugged and laid up somewhere with your wallet taken and all your stuff and hopefully not worse. Because we see what's going on, like I said, with passport bros over there in Colombia. It's been 8 that we know of. And I think it's actually been more. I think I heard it was a higher number, but what I know of, it's been at least 8 Americans unalive in Colombia. These people, I'm telling you, these people ain't like they not like us. These folks is ruthless and they don't like Americans. They can come here to tell me they want the dream and all, and nah, no, they don't. No, they don't give a shit about the dream. They want to take and get what they can get. Period. So, you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit all notifications so that you'll know when I upload new videos. You guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please leave me a comment under this video what you think is going on. You know. So, you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And into the next video. See you next time.